There we go. Hello, everybody. It's Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant. Chartreuse Proxy, everyone always at your service now. I realized I had the stuff on settings ever since I last streamed and everything like that, and I'm having to adjust a lot of things back to it when it comes to right now, because it's been a good little while since I've last streamed, y'all. It's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship Captain, Chartreuse Proxy, everyone always at your service now. Hi, y'all. It has been a good little bit, mostly because I got busy up with a lot of life. Last time I streamed was actually May 31st when it comes to, and now we are in June. It's June 9th, 2026. Yes, it is a bit of a retro cruisy, as with it being Minecraft Legends, of course, I need to be repping my old self. So remember, this is a throwback to when I last did it. And to be fair, I haven't done Legends in a while because I'm usually trying to stream that when I'm with Crimson. But she's at work, and quite frankly, if I have new series on my horizon, like Team Fight Manager, that I want to prop up more and all, I need to be finishing my old series that I currently have ongoing. Now, technically at the moment, I believe the only old series, old I'm saying in big air quotes by definition, is Minecraft Legends at the moment, because if I check out my upload schedule when it comes to, I did the Ice Fairy DLC, Told Woman So I'm good on, so it's Misty as Izakaya, of course, when it comes to, we have, it's his face afterwards, we have, you know, Team Fight Manager 2, and then plus whatever other games might come around in that case then. I know I'm going to have a good bit of Rabbit and Steel to go on to once I finish my part in it for D3. And then also, in case Tabletop rears its head again, with more things. Plus, there's also the fun stuff that might come around again too, when it comes to for, Heaven Sent, if I can make good progress on that and everything. But for now, it's been a good little bit. I need to remember everything that's going on. But at the moment here, if I recall, the main thing I want to do is keep picking away at these hordes. That's going to build a new outpost over there. And so because of that, I need to be peeling away. It's the fact that I'm only a third of the way through the game, technically at the moment, if you want to define it that way then, means that I really need to be on top of things and making sure that I am constantly funneling through, making progress so I can finish it up. Always collab is really fun. Well, absolutely. It's not saying that it's impossible or I don't want to collab, but there's enough solo series that I also want to have my time with, considering how my stream schedule isn't going to be as consistent due to things like, what's his face? Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm here. Fast travel this wallace, please. But, because of how I'm doing things with splitting bandwidth with Ein, and also, sorry, and just, you know, busy with just work and everything else otherwise overall then, you know? First, I can't have y'all being getting stuck in the trees, please. Okay. So is this... Okay, this is the one. So, let's get our spotters. Most crucial is going to be our range. Well, I mean, I say that when having a good spread of just every type right now, I think is fine enough. Yeah, really hurts to hear that your save still got grit though, Gilded. That's still kind of really screwed up. I'm not gonna lie, and that's gotta hurt like a lot. But hey, at the very least, then that just means maybe next time we'll do a full co-op campaign with it whenever it comes to that for each other, right? It just has to happen then. More can be said. Alright, next. We need to start carrying this netherrath over, and then having these allays start making our ramps upwards.
Piglins never back down. Now they'll fight even harder.
Because we just need to start just working our way up and around of these structures here, methinks. I think an idea like this would be good. Then while I'm healing up, have the netherrath here all the way over. I want to be able to, what's his face? I want to have the ability to actually hit from far away. That, get these remnants here. Can you heal me, Mossy? Thank you, very cool. Get the remnants of this army here. And actually, while we are bleeding forces, keep going on. I'd be so down for co-op. Yeah, co-op legendary sometime when it comes to. As I did co-op series. But I know on the board game side, I do want to get back around to doing a few more things. Red Dragon is of course a high priority because Gale being realized or so in one way means that I want to keep progressing with all that I have, fun planned wise and everything for her, just general involvement in life and everything like that or so. And just everything in between. Alright, most important things right now I think will be Mossy and Cobble. Because I need the army reserves to stay alive. And probably zombies after that too. I'm gonna try to be picky choosy about my buildings that I'm making, just due to the raw fact that due to the raw fact that I'm not gonna have as much that I can necessarily spare. Why did I glitch through the floor? Due to that building overall limit, if you remember. The overall placement limit that I was encountering. Now also you have to remember that a good amount of that was also me being super schizo in building every like towers every single second that I could. But look, man, when you give a master builder their tools, they're not going to question what part of the battlefield you're sending them to. Okay, let's chase a Netherrack, because if this is going to be a battle of attrition, I'm going to have to deal with here. It might actually just be time just to go ahead, whip out the redstone launcher too. That, and seems the army's not having a great time right now.
A first has fallen.
We are losing first as well too. Now I can definitely just go back and get a first or two anyway, but while we have the chance... Okay, that's what's hitting me. It's this war elephant. We need to destroy spawners if we can. Destroy spawners. Get like a hut or two. And I know I said it's going to be agnostic about voting a bit more, but I think this is actually going to be the most important thing to have at the moment. Is just having a little bit of defenses around here to help defend against the bottom parts. I'm trying to work my way up. Because these skeletons are going to absolutely be the backbone of this army. And just being able to deal with all of these enemies at the moment here. That, and again, however many TNT launches I can make. Now this is a little bit turtle-y, but I think that would be probably my best choice at the moment here. As I start making my way. The idea is that once I destroy that spawner, things will get a little bit easier, but I do think I want to probably go back, get the first, and get to a village as well real quick. Watermelon is something that we're considering co-op. Oh, also that, and I'm just not going to try to be a schizo when it comes to building a million structures at every single time. I think it's going to help out. As I adjust myself more in what is actually a good strategy of not griefing the entire friendly population of us here, you know. All right, first need to start moving. My carpentry hut has already fallen. Is the redstone launcher still here? It still is. Yes. Okay, it's still actually booting back up. In the meantime, we need to actually have the brigade move forwards a bit here. Okay, that's a bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing all of that up and around. So, brigade, go back for like 2 seconds, chiefs. I'd rather not lose anybody if I can help it. Remember when I said I wasn't going to be schizo building? It might be schizo building time, people. But first, we can destroy this spawner. Alright. Spawner's gone. We can start sprinting. the objective here is that hopefully before the fan blows everybody off, I can destroy it was the idea. Wait. I said attack. Okay, this is a bad strategy. This is a bad strategy. We are falling back. We are falling back, ladies and gentlemen. Very bad strategy. We're losing about everybody. Just to admit it. Look. Not every charge is going to be the right one. Fact is, all the first are still alive. They don't call me General Pickett for nothing. Alright. Second strategy. Okay, I definitely want to be getting back into this game now, okay? You gotta give me a little bit of slack. Alright. How far can this reach? It can reach the windmill. Screw you, stupid windmill. Okay, can I build it high enough? No, I'm gonna have to leapfrog a little bit. If I don't die in the meantime. I don't even know what I'm getting hit by. Oh, this sword is so annoying. Thank you, Mossies. Alright. I need y'all to like come over here for 2 seconds. I'm gonna build a bridge over here. For like 2 shakes in a sec. Oh, we're approaching that structures again. Alright, here we go. Stupid ass war elephant. Get out of here. Hi there, archers. Die. Ow. I want to set up a stronghold for like 2 seconds here as I get a spawner. We need to get like everybody up here. This is not a viable strategy, not at the moment. Unless I just destroyed my bridge again. Alright. Send towards the windmill, please. Spawn me as many boys as we can. Might just be back to creepers, ladies and gentlemen. Might be time. To just the rush order out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the plan. I need y'all to be able to route upwards with me here. Anybody that falls off the bridges, kind of feels bad. I think I lost a lot of creepers right there, not gonna lie. There's no fuck-ass windmill. Where did the boys get lost at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Look, I'm losing so many boys. Maybe I just need to take it from another angle. So, follow me back for just a second here, please. Let's recall who we've lost. Oh, I really canceled that at the end, didn't I? I feel like if there's gonna be a horde that gets better to deal with in co-op, it would absolutely be a Horde of the Spore. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if there's any other islands to go to. These war elephants are kind of destroying me. If there's any other lower hanging islands that I can leapfrog up to, that would be the likely dream scenario. I can see my potential vantage point then. No spawners and all. But I see my way up. I have to attack through all of this shit here. That's totally fine. I have lost almost half of my supply. But it's okay. Maybe not as okay. Dude, these war elephants are absolutely so atrocious to deal with.
A first has fallen.
I'm shaking my head right now. You know what's gonna happen. You know what's about to happen. I'm just about to start spamming these redstone launchers because I don't want to deal with this anymore. I've lost 2 first. I'm not happy with it. Fucker. Oh, carpentry had that there just and keep the boating state of this fine enough. You asshole. Wait, the carpentry hat can keep this up. Oh, so annoying. I'm really gonna have to spend like a day or two here, annoyingly, just what's his face, just getting rid of structures so I have stuff to build with. That's honestly what I think is gonna happen. This is annoying. Okay. Nope. Not dealing with this crap anymore. Get me out of here. I'm gonna have to reapproach that whole thing. Get me off. But I think it's doable. That, or if I just start bum rushing these elephants, because I'm hoping that they don't respawn. Because I'm trying to do my best just to bum rush through them, when in reality, I think the better way to deal with them is also probably just if I, you know, just kill them first, which I am being anemic to for no particular reason. Hey boys, where's some creepers I can get? If I just try kill an elephant or two, I think that's gonna make my life a whole lot easier, and I don't know why I'm not really rushing to do that. Hey, brother. Can you just like die? Thank you. Get out of here. I hate you. I hate you. Alright. Took me half of my army supply, but that if half of my army supply for one war elephant gone, I will gladly take. Overabundance of caution can be a hindrance. I mean, it was more of me just trying to be like, I just need to find like a foothold up, and then I'll work my way from like starting from one of the tall islands. But in reality, I should have just been destroying these elephants from the beginning. Now, problem of course is I'm gonna have to route around like this here, so. But these arrow towers are also, I think, just a slight problem that I'm just not fully addressing when it comes to. So bit by bit, people, bit by bit. We will scale this modularly. Thank you, keepers. Very cool. And like, especially if I can just like, oh my god, that war elephant does so much damage. I almost fell to my death as well too. It could have been very embarrassing. Alright, recall the mates. Let's see some progress, let's see some progress. Once that last elephant's gone, I think this is a viable assault. It just starts spawning everything up top and then just really going. Did he really destroy my creeper spawner? I am so mad at you. You didn't even know it, brother. You don't even know how mad I am at you. Alright. Here we go. Hoping that he got 6 of the supply. That hurts. It really does hurt. But after I destroy this dastard, I never have to look upon his ugly, stupid face again. Is he gone? He's not gone yet. Boys, I need you to destroy this stupid asshole. Oh my god, this is annoying. He's gone though, he's gone. Oh, I just fell to my death, didn't I? Yep, I did. Ah, let's not talk about that. It's not nighttime yet, exactly. But it is annoying. So though, very positive, very, very positive progress. I'm going to remove both carpentry huts, I'll be honest with you. And I don't think I'm going to be able to destroy this horde in time. But this is solid work already. This is very, very solid work. Get my creeper spawner back. And let's just get the usual line of men, essentially, here. Waste the stun, please. And then just, you know what's gonna be. A whole overabundance of creepers. Alright, that's a solid supply. I can only rally 40, so we can start with that. Big thing is that with that war elephant gone, I can actually take a direct path now. I am going to trust these villagers to be safe, because I really need to make work on these structures. So I am going to task the supply to go here. Build a few schizo archer towers. And while that's all going on, creepers. A lot of them. Oh, supply! Destroy this portal for me. %. I'll deal. I'll live with that. I really do hope, getting back to the crux of what tonight should be of yapping, I really do hope that I'm able to come back to what is my normal streaming when it comes to it again, as normal as it can be, because of how stuffed my schedule has been. Just in general, due to me being too busy with IRL things and everything like that or so. Just new job situations, sorting that out, energy not being there, and also me sharing my bandwidth with Ein means that, to face, it isn't always the right day for me to stream, even though I'd want to. It does toss a few things out of the way at times, I'm not going to lie. Now, it's not the most inconvenient thing in the world. It is a better first world problem to have, like, 2 people in a household, like making their good work and streaming and everything like that or so. But still, it's just kind of like a funny situation to get used to, considering how living by yourself, you never consider bandwidth to be a problem. And then it's like, I can't stream anything here, huh? Can I? Anyway, screw your outpost. You're not building anything new. Get out of here. Give me all that prismarine. Yes. Look at all that lovely prismarine that I'm getting from this here. Didn't even have to do that sideways assault on this part of the map here. Just kind of do my own thing, which is lovely. Now I don't remember how much prismarine it is for the next upgrades necessarily when it comes to. But fact is, I can be happy with that. Now I need to check how bad it is that these villages are potentially getting raided. But creeper rushing, back to it. Nope. I said I want to speed through the game, then this is how I'm going to be speeding through the game. Boys are holding out. I'll check in 5 minutes. Okay. I've got my timer on my side. And we will see how well both villages are holding out. 4 minutes. That's not too bad here right now at the moment. Now there is a very unobstructed wall I'm seeing here that I'm going to have to fix up. But otherwise, I think we will be chill. What I'm gonna do is just get a creeper and like a few zombies, I think. The main thing that I'm thinking about here is that that is an outpost I see around that corner. Meaning that I need to destroy that piece of crap. Yeah, outpost and then Horde of the Spore around the corner there. So let's destroy this malarkey over here while we have the moment. I would like to get a... Where's my units? Another creeper spawner, please. Creeper and skeletons, actually, would be good. Because, well, skeletons can just keep kind of raining down from afar, while my creepers are the actual brunt work of what I want to do here. Oh boys, I told you to like sprint up and destroy things. Why are you neither sprinting up nor destroying things? Thank you, very cool y'all. Come on people, come on. Part of the army for a reason. Give your lives for the force. Are those more creepers actually? Yes please, hello. Lives are saved. Now blow yourselves up for the cause. Go, you brave bastards, you can do it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Thank you, alright. Okay. That's all good. Fine and good then, fine and good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Get back to the village here, see how bad this is, incursion-wise. Holding out, they're fine. What about you here, Chief? Not hearing fighting noises. Yeah, y'all are fine. Not even smoking. This is a tier 3 invasion. Yeah, I think this is chill then. Alright, I want to go back to the wellspring actually in the meantime. See what upgrades I may or may not need actually. I'm trying to remember, what is the button for my... What is my button for my resources? Or is it M? No, that's not it. R. Left. Faster? What is actually left out of inventory, out of build space here, realistically? Actually, not much. Wait, no, I'm actually maxed out looking at it here. I thought I had more to give. Okay, well in that case then, what it legitimately might be is at villages, I can actually spend the Prismarine for witches, and in my build menus, I can probably try to collect more overworld towers. That obviously seems way useful. That may be a cauldron too. Okay, the village is smoking a little bit here, so I just want to check on it real quick. That is a tier 3 village version, rather than a tier 2. It'll be the last minute. Yeah, no, they're fine. Okay. Where is the witch's hut here? I remember that there was one. Fantastic. That's a lot of good witches to have. In the meantime, I'm just going to collect on the chest at the moment. And we are going to continue our incursions against the Horde of the Spore, I do think. Collecting some towers too wouldn't be bad. But for now, just need to start going ahead. Fighting. Well, we're going southwards next. Or southeast. I have my entire army of bad witches behind me. Now, I don't know when I'm gonna reach the world limit, because I'm at 95% right now. That is, I'm probably gonna have to go back to the Horde of the Bastion sometime then, and get rid of all my stretchers there. Because the moment that I run out of stretchers, meaning that I can't ramp up anymore, is gonna be the most awkward moment in the world. Now, for now, I'm gonna have to start with this though. And clear our way out. That's clear. So with the villages successfully defending themselves, instead, it can just be straight up destroying these structures for the moment. And then just continuing to have everybody ramp up. That is some defensible structures that they have. But I don't think it's really gonna matter too much, because if First of Oak is able to do anything for us here, I really hope that he can blow a hole through there. It's that, or it's just Creeper / Redstone Cannon effect then. But for now, most important thing is again having these allays here forwards. 1 Vulture attack, 1 new base. I'm fine with that. I could actually even, if I'm fast enough, I could teeter back and forth. After getting this one here, I could get the next Horde of the Spore. Fact is, I don't think I'm going to be able to equip up top, so let's get our lovely little creepers. We're going to blast a hole through the wall on the side there like we did with the Bastion, and then just really go to town. The plan here. How's the spawner progress going, boys? Ouch, ouch. Hurts a little bit. Spawner's gone. So we go. We don't even have to break okay, no. First of Oak actually did break a hole in the wall, so that's actually fantastic. That is exactly what we needed. So, beat that down. Get the creepers. Get a mossy or two, just so I can keep myself alive, please. And let's recall the supply. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Version number 2. This seems at least a little bit more straightforward island hopping wise. Especially since they don't have the best natural defenses. We might be able to just bum rush straight for the portal then. So I'm entrusting y'all. Go! 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 I'm like the Gwen Invincible meme of go, my spawn. Okay, they always actually are gonna clear upwards. 94% on the portal, which means that this resting strategy can actually work. Most of the first actually got left over here, hilariously, I'm seeing. And the supply is being cut down. But 92% on first incursion without any of the first. That's pretty decent. Okay, the ways aren't... They're auto in there. But this is a windmill cycle. Means... Charge forwards! Go! 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 You are getting whittled down. Yes, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, recall the first. They bought us a lot of time. And we're just gonna do this a few more times then. Lovely. Could I lose diorite? That's fine. I don't have diorite. I lost oak. It's always oak, dude. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Same plan as the last time. 53%. I think I got this in maybe 2-3 more sweeps. Hoping that always just cure upwards. I don't have that much of a walk. But really, you can see here, like, with most of the supply actually being diorite spawns that I'm getting to lead up every time then, this creeper rush might honestly be able to do it here. 45 creepers, 39%. I think it could be doable, all things considered. That, and I'm not schizo building all over the place. I'm very fine with that. First, the fact that First of Rich is also just giving this survival field is kind of the most important thing too. Boys, I need you to start to blow up. Thank you! Very cool! That's a nice quick portal without having to deal with most of the bullshit. I have so much prison. Yes, yes. Are you really going to be using it too much for anything except for witches? Not really, but yes, yes. I actually maxed out on Prisoner Marine, hilariously. I did not mean to go back to Wellspring of Fate. I want to despawn all my stuff, but honestly, fine enough. Okay. 2 bases on of them. You got it. Okay. On the map, I can't see the remains of where a lot of where the Horde of the Bastion was, but I think I honestly need to like take a break for a second here to just like start despawning some things. I need to like search around here, seeing if there's any structures I can despawn that aren't being used for the greater good right now. Because again, the fact that I'm at 95% world limit is very, very bad. The moment I would run out of ability to spawn is doom and trouble incarnate, of course, then in that case. I have to find out where my past battles were, ironically, so I can go back, destroy the monuments to them, and actually have my ability to build back. What is a master builder without the ability to build? Another Lego movie stuff you can quote here. I actually never saw the second part when it comes to. I saw the Lego Batman movie, and of course the original Lego movie when it comes to it then. But I actually never watched the Lego movie 2. Is it good? Well, when there's a mass despawn thing. What I was hoping for is that I was really hoping that it would be that there would be a kind of like reverse build order that you could kind of do things on. And like what I mean by that is like as soon as you like reach world limit, next time that you build something, it would like get rid of the first thing that you despawn. But I feel like there would be like a few logistical problems with that of like, oh, you're building to protect one village, well this next village is just gonna despawn then because of like everything you built in this next village is despawning then to that. And I can see how that could absolutely be a pain, but I just didn't know that there's a world limit, so I never hit it last time when it comes to. So, oops. Anyway, I'm doing my due diligence. I'm cleaning up here. I feel like I could absolutely delegate this job co-op-wise to one of you friends when it comes to it instead, hilariously. Just saying, nah, actually, I need y'all to just be the cleanup crew to these battles or so. You're Vistira cleanup detail is what you are. Gods. To think that after like things like Power Wash Sim or like any other coziest games people always think of, like people don't remember that Vistira cleanup detail was like one of the first that ever came around for, I wouldn't say cozy considering how you're cleaning up like bloody battles and everything like that or so, but absolutely was one of the first of its kind to ever exist in that case then, you know? Then we have things like Goblin cleanup, like doing more riffs of course to it. Did they release a Vistira cleanup detail too? I think there's of course Power Wash too, but so on and so forth. You get what I mean when it comes to it then. You wanna know another movie that also I just still haven't watched yet? Wake Up Dead Man. Even though I really loved Knives Out and Glass Onion was still good. Not as enjoyable as the original Knives Out in my opinion, but it still hit all the right beats for me when it comes to. I still have not seen Wake Up Dead Man. Which is surprising to me considering how I remember it came out, I think like Christmas last year. And it was on my watch list and then I just kind of never did anything with it. And I'm just kind of like, huh? Honestly, I don't really even remember like too much about like reviews or whatever stuff like it either, so I actually don't have too much of an opinion on like what I should believe or not when it comes to or so. On if it's good, if it's bad, etc. and everything like that or so, you know? To do more Goblin cleanup? Absolutely, and it's not that we're required to have all 4 of us there when it comes to of you, me, Renna, Crimson, but there's all of that. You didn't care for the 3rd, but you gotta watch it to decide. Fair enough, fair enough. I've been, what's his face? I've been watching a lot, but maybe it's just because my YouTube recommended got to me on here when it comes to, but just because of how I feel like I've been getting through things, I'm going back and watching, like, I've been on, like, anime/manga benders when it comes to it or so, and because of that, like, I've been trying to find, like, breaks on, like, what I have been consuming otherwise. And always I've been going back to like radio or media otherwise in that case then. So what's popped up in my feed recently was Inception, I'd have to say. I can't remember like the Jackie Robinson movie, like whatever that name was when it comes to it. It's one with the Black Panther actor before he passed away playing Jackie Robinson. Black Mirror, that's a good show. Now, I haven't been necessarily watching that necessarily, but I've been seeing that pop up every now and then, too. Of course, I've been having my RL anime nights with friends and everything like that right now when it comes to, so that could be like Z and Celsi. Because at the moment, the rotating schedule for that is Freerun, and that's the anyway, Freerun, Slayers Season 3, and then Assassination Classroom, in which we're at almost at the end of Slayers and Assassination Classroom, whereas Freerun are only on Season 1 at the moment. But there's still a lot of time when it comes to Shroud and Legends of Vox Machina. I have not seen anything of Campaign 4 for Critical Role. And it's funny for me, like, thinking about that, considering how I followed halfway through Campaign 1, got through all of Campaign 2, and Campaign 3 I was on and off, because that was, like, especially during college time when I didn't have, honestly, as weird as it is to say, as much free time on my hands. But it really did get away from me with Campaign 4, and even though Brendan Lee Mulligan, ooh, it's Brennan himself doing, like, conducting the campaign and all, and yes, it is a rotating table, or 4 tables and all, I just couldn't get into the beginning, mostly because I just didn't have the time to watch like the first few episodes, and by the time that's like episode 7, and I'm just thinking to myself, well, I'm kind of behind here. I think it's too late for me, ladies and gentlemen. Oops. So, yeah, that's where I just kind of got stuck into it. So I just kind of sunk cost fallacy myself out of it. You couldn't get into Campaign 4? Any particular reason when it comes to, or was it just kind of like any myriad of reasons similar to mine then? I'll say one thing that I remember seeing of just like the only discourse, if you even want to say it online, is I went on social media for the first time in like forever just to see reactions to Fortune's Weave and the Nintendo Direct. Yes, bad decision to go back on social media just to look at trivial stuff when it comes to or so. Couldn't help it. I just wanted to see more reactions, and YouTube react channels weren't making any content yet. And I remember seeing something that was kind of like somebody making reference to Critical Role and saying, and like the essence of the post was, Matt Mercer and Brendan Lee Mulligan have ruined D&D because instead of going off of actual like D&D stuff or whatever, there was like one time in this like recent episode to where this player made an impassioned speech and the DM went, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Like, brother, like they are not the, like they have said it themselves, they are not the end-all be-all arbiters of how D&D should be played or so. That's just how their tables run, and even though people do experience probably like the biggest cultural impact of the medium of D&D through, like, you know, Dimension 20 or Critical Role or whatever, stuff like that or so, it's like, nah, man, y'all just hate successful people having a medium of D&D to play that you just don't vibe with yourself. You can just say it. If you say it ruined the vibe of D&D completely, why don't you go ahead and play what the vibe of D&D was supposed to be about then, and just showcase that you're having more fun. Every group is different, yeah, but it's just kind of like, again, like, social media users not having atrocious dog takes challenge very hard. It always makes you laugh though, you know? It is detailed and thought of mechanics, so it's also like a DM's discretion. It's like, you're just not the audience then, in that case then. I was like, you're not the audience for that type of Critical Role content. It's just as simple as that then. That is literally it. Okay, now I see where I'm being attacked from. Schizo build! Schizo build! I want to get my defensive line here real quick. Alright, y'all. Yourself social media people. Yeah, then again, I went on social media for no good reason. I was looking for haha funny hot takes or memes from the Nintendo Direct. So again, that is absolutely my own fault for trying to think of anything that could ever come good from social media. What kind of... That is not a ramp, dude. That is a flat highway is what I just made right there. Absolute worst thing I have ever built in Minecraft recently. Using your watch preference. and your 4 was you have friends from Matt and just don't have time. Yeah, that's understandable. And considering how, like, you know, people already made the jokes of, like, yes, Matt is freed from Forever DM, but I've seen so many, his greed sickens me in reference to Brennan having, hey, Brennan, how come you don't have just 1, not 2 campaigns, but a total of essentially what is 5 tables that you're managing at a time now? You know, referencing Dimension 20 and all that. It's just, it's really funny. And again, I love Brennan, especially when it comes to it then too, don't get me wrong. But it's just, it also just is just kind of there, like, look, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and it's not like Critical Role has been, you know, like anything but people always complaining about what the content is. It's a group of friends playing D&D, and back when like, the first group, when the first guests started coming around on what's his face, on Crit Role, people were up in flames back then, I remember too, of like, well, this isn't the original cast, I really hope these group characters don't stay for a while, like, brother! It's their campaign. Let them do it how they want. Yes, there is a lot of outpouring of fan support, but they're gonna play it how they want. You're not gonna be able to change their minds too much, or rather, it's like they've been savvy to backwash and everything like that before now. The status quo will not change. Nothing will change. People need to show some of my favorite characters or guests. I mean, I think the funniest thing is, like, okay, again, very searching on like random stuff. Because of course, if I saw like people done Critical Role, I just, you know, I just looked down the comments just to see like what other shit people were saying, and people were still complaining about Marissa Ray existing. Like, brother, people are already complaining about Marissa in freaking campaign 1. We're crying out loud for the longest of time now. This is old hat news. Y'all have no good jokes. You have the same one joke that Marissa actually is a good actor, player, whatever, stuff like that. It's nothing new. Nothing. Status quo never changes. Nothing is new. Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying, back then when people were like, Marissa doesn't have much charisma, or she doesn't bring much to the table. I'd say, 1, she's Matt's wife, I don't think she's going anywhere. 2, she's playing Keyleth in campaign 1, who is the socially anxious member of the party now. Like, she's trying her best. She literally just is crippled by her own self and her, and what she believes she can do. That is literally her own character growth and arc, and being a little bit more confident. Anyway, I need a redstone launcher so I can deal with that stupid-ass fan over there. What even destroyed that? Hello? More orphans should be on, right? Alright. Stupid fuck-ass fan. You need to die. No! My entire supply! Alright, recall the boys back real quick, recall the boys. But Critical Role aside and whatever, like, D&D is still what you make of it. And of course, people can always quote, like, the D&D horror stories and everything like that or so when it comes to, for, like worst time ever, like, experiencing D&D in, like, any way, shape, or form. At the same time, too, it's like, brother, like, that is still just a way to experience D&D and everything like that or so, you know? And yes, you may not vibe with it the most, like, which can suck, especially if it is the, like, you know, what people most commonly accept as, like, the way to play D&D or whatever, but it's not required reading. You don't have to necessarily enjoy Critical Role, or it doesn't have to be the cornerstone to everything. And yes, even if it is the most popular thing on the planet when it comes to, for, like, anime, okay, for both, for lots of mediums, animation, you know, just like D&D consumption overall, everything like that or so, like, just make your own, or just find a group that will. There's no at least. Okay, what is shooting this thing? There's a war elephant underneath it. That is why. Okay, you know what? Screw you, dude. I see the problem now. Screw you. I'm moving to higher ground. I'm moving the creepers and myself to higher ground. I'm gonna make 1 or 2 zombies to help tank a little bit more, I do think. And then just rest the portal. Because the fact that, The fuck ass fan is gone. I can actually just rush the portal. Where did you come from? You dastards, you. You mossies to make sure I just don't straight up die. Thank you. So let's sort of close the supply real quick. Good side for the there made by the same people made dispatch and the game was fantastic. Yeah, ad hoc did great, of course, when it comes to. And yeah, even though a lot of people are just saying this is really just Critical Role, like, well, yes, and they did a good job with it. Oh my god, actually, like after the Superman movie 2, the superhero, what's his face? Video games crossing media that isn't divisive and is just like that is just actual the humanity of superheroes and everything like that. What the heck? So I have a bunch of people just kind of wandering around here too. All right, this should be it. That'll be another tier 3 gone in just a second here. Come on, boys, you can do it. Thank you, very cool. And the 2 games have made you actually cry? You really don't show as much emotions, I'd say, Gilded. Like, what games would have made you cry otherwise? I always said, you know, besides Outrage, but then again, I think we're rage baiting each other constantly in the cruise ship when it comes to here. Right. Refund these buildings here. They need the resources. And I can't visit the world map for whatever reason, so I'm guessing I might be cutscene locked. So. Otherwise, yeah. Destroy every structure that I can, please. I need to save these resources. Expedition 33? Okay, there you go. Fair enough, fair enough. I know as, every time I think of Expedition 33, I only think of Dran now, especially since she became a normie by playing only AAA video games. And she recognizes that and is very, like, laughing and sad about it when it comes to. Okay, can I not just access my menu, please? Do I need to, like, die or something? Because I can't visit the home world. Hey, boys, can you, like, kill me real quick? I need to see what's going on here. Okay, what? 90% match structures. Okay, I'm back. I still can't pause the game. Okay, save and we'll leave real quick then. The heck? What's going on? You please? But, and moral of the story, I didn't find as many memes as I would have wanted to on social media. That's sad when it comes to, instead I just found more discourse, and at that point then it's just, you know, what am I even doing, man? I shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't even be here anymore then. Now, I will say, I did find a few at least funny memes or so, but nothing really too much to share around. But, it's his face. Nintendo Direct was fine enough when it comes to or so, I'd have to say. Nothing too much more that I'd have to work on, and besides just saying what I really thought was real of, yes, Rhythm Heaven Groove exists, yes, Fortune Weave exists, yes, Splatoon Raiders exists, that's great, that's great, that's great. Okay, can I pause the game this time? Or can I travel? Yes, I can. Thank you. Did you just make another base on top of the base I just destroyed? You actual asshole. I literally just destroyed that base. And like the Amish, like, jokes from, like, Family Guy, you just really just bolted back up after I destroyed you. There are a few films and shows that got me some but sorry for me to get emotional about media. I mean, I feel like especially like showing emotions on media, just like in general. It's okay. It feels weird to say it isn't for everyone, but let me explain this here a little bit more. Hitting emotional beats for people on media, it doesn't always resonate with people because, you know, like strong emotions you'll react strong emotions to different ways, especially so when it comes to, and that's not me trying to be like preachy. I'm just saying, sorry, what everybody reacts to things differently. I'm not trying to get too mad about it. They literally just fucking rebuilt a base on top of the fucking base I just destroyed, dude. I fucking hate this. Now it's only a tier 1.
Now they'll
Thank
fight
goodness.
even harder.
That is a horrible freaking thing I just made. But this is actually so pedantically annoying. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Alright. Destroy, bold destroy, I guess. Let's go to Cartoon Network show back in the day. Destroyed as best you could? Good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, next up, Spum Rush for the portal. I'm kind of over the Horde of the Spore at the moment, please. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving it, ladies. Hi, Fanny. I hope you're doing well, my love. I'm just kind of chilling on my own. No Crimson for this year. Like for me, playing Fire Emblem Legends. Christ. Fire Emblem Legends! Da -da 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 -da. Goodness gracious. But, I'm just having my little yap away or so. I hope you are doing well tonight, my lovely. But, I feel like I've tried on a lot of movies when it comes to. Now, of course, I'm going to be anime-coded when it comes to or so. I feel like, especially because of, like, growing introverts himself back then or so, like, one of the biggest ones that I tried pretty good at back then, talking about like good anime movies or so, was a silent voice. I was watching that with my sister, and I was just, like, down and out for the count, I remember, with that there, for instance. You know, I could keep going on so much. Ad broke my heart in many different ways, and that is a series, not a movie necessarily when it comes to it, but my point still stands. I'm trying to think of, like, what movies made people cry back then. And I wasn't, I'm just immediately, my thought went to Toy Story 3 and the Incinerator. Hilariously, so I know that Toy Story resonates with a lot of people, but I necessarily didn't grow up with Toy Story as my Pixar movie of choice. That was The Incredibles instead. So I'm just kind of like, it just kind of is there as like a heartfelt, touching moment when it comes to. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, get rid of that. Get rid of this stupid thing here. Alright, now I'm getting a cutscene for what would be the second to last base for the Horde of the Spore. We're gonna see Train to Busan! That's a zombie movie! Train to Busan! That was tearful, especially at the end. That's a good one to shout out.
This horde is feeding something terrible in the nether. I fear that soon we will all be on the menu.
There we go. One more Horde of the Spore left over, so I can just start rushing over. Case then. But if, yeah, so there's that. Coco! I'm thinking freaking what's his face? Pitstar, like Pitstar. Dude, I watched Coco for the first time on a plane when I was on the plane to the Philippines at my sister's request. Dude, I was crying so much at the end. My god, remember me, and just everything about like the last 30 minutes of Coco was absolute cinema, dude. If I have to say anything, like, oh my god, what an amazing, amazing movie, dude. And speaking of trying, like, cause we were mentioning it too, like you're saying you tried at Expedition 33, Jordan. I remember my sister. It's a funny story. She has she talks about how she has a friend who is at work, and she basically says is so crazy coded of super into video gaming, as hardcore-ish as much as you can define me as hardcore gamer when it comes to for my interest in what I do, my setup, and all the time I devote into it.
Picklin's never back
She
down.
got shown the opening cutscene to Expedition 33, was crying at it, and had to convince her husband to immediately buy her a copy. Not even just a copy. She went to her husband and said, "We need to buy a PlayStation 5 right now to play Expedition 33." Just an entire brand new PS5 just for Expedition 33. And to be fair, hubby got to play FIFA on the new PlayStation 5, so he got happy too. But my sister has been I think I've already told the story in my Discord before. My sister Rand is a pretty casual gamer. Only at most really since we played Animal Crossing when it comes to with me or so. Mario Party, Rhythm Heaven, just easy, I wouldn't say it's not noob or vanilla is a bad way to put it or so, but normie games enough, or what you could consider a baseline for game. She platinumed Expedition 33 maybe a week later. Oh, I already destroyed it with the Creeper Rush. I mean, it was only a tier 1 anyway, but she platinumed Expedition 33 without asking. She then started looking for other games to play. She's been so obsessed with Arc Raiders, hilariously when it comes to. She then bought, a Switch 2, finally. She finally bit the bullet when it comes to, for, not Procopia, hilariously, when I was talking about it, but she, She started playing Tomodachi Life, and she's currently really invested into Infinity Nikki. And in her own words, "Brother, I don't have any good fits right now. I actually just switched." So she's getting there. She's absolutely gonna be getting there soon enough.
Did you feel that?
I felt it, and I think I smell it too.
There we go.
Devourer has left
The
the Nether.
Devourer.
They are here.
Alright. We can do this thing. Final Horde of the Spore. Final Horde of the Spore mission. And we're done with this stupid faction. And then it's my favorite, the Horde of the Hunt, because that's just pure attrition. I say, as I don't have any more buildings left due to my building limit. Oh no, dude. What am I gonna do? Okay, there's really a lot of big ones, on the outskirts here. I need to find a way to start safely assaulting the base. And this might be my vantage point. Okay, I don't have any first, actually, so let's go back to the wellspring first. I need to do a second playthrough now that there was the DLC area, but I haven't had time to go sit down and play through the original
What a
story
horrible
again.
creature.
Fair. Okay. I guess you have to go back this way then. But that gives me time to get some coal back. And actually deconstruct some of these arrow towers as we move along here too. A little bit more building limit. I'm down to 90% building limit as per the message, the warning message. At least that's decent here. I know, for example, on other games too, to get on to, I'm still gonna get through Teamfight Manager 2. I'm gonna get around to it, but I know if I stream Teamfight Manager 2, I'd be doing for 4 hours or so, and I want to spare some time to do some video editing tonight. Artwork for Uma and Steel to keep myself honest with D3. How did the first already fall? Did Oak get caught again? Got started, dude. But it's that, and then, maybe spend some time with Crimson as he continues to play through Awakening, because that is my pet project right now. Just having her continue to play through Fire Emblem Awakening. Yeah, I need to just like set up like a home base here. So hit those arrow towers that I just space that I just took away from home base, and let's make our assault platform through here. Skeletons at the backbone. That way we can start dealing with some of these guys here. Few creepers to make the world go round as we continue cheering forwards. But that, and she needs to play through Awakening, and then she's gonna have to play through Fates. Then she also needs to just play Danganronpa too to die despair herself then too. Just legitimately. Alright. We are actually gonna have to scale this slowly but surely. I don't think I'm gonna really get the cheese around this base too much comparatively. So we just have to keep moving, people. That is literally just gonna be how this play is gonna be.
The horde of the Spore gathers their strength.
Keep working through it. We'll move the spawners up in time. But for now, just one set of buildings at a time. We can. That and this war elephant like needs to go. If it can be helped. Yes, I'm losing first. I recognize that. But I will deal with that in time. For now, while I have the coal, Creeper Rush. Please don't all die, please don't all die, please don't all die.
The first has fallen.
But the first following are fine. What I need gone, though, is this fuck-ass war elephant. Oh, the stun tower takes freaking coal. Okay. A little annoying. Okay. In the meantime, then, current plan. Let's get our resources back. Let's get our first back. And then legitimately, I think the next play to do as well is maybe get a blast tower. Because these guys damage and knock back big ones in an area. I think it's actually a good investment to just have these towers for the future. I'm not spending for it, and again, all my coal is going that way right now. These towers actually wouldn't be bad too, thinking about it, since I have so much diamond. So let's keep our thoughts out for that then. But for now, as is, I need to be able to support myself with a little bit more resource. While it stands, I'll go to collect you, my good sir. Let's get a frost tower while we're at it. Then that can be my gateway into trying to attacking these piglins. As especially with all of them there, my army supply itself isn't really going to cut it, and again, I am also still waiting on more coal at the moment from my coal per minute. But if I have the most in diamonds, then I'm going to go ahead and collect these frost towers then. And it's just going to be skeletons, 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 I do think. Bases from all these guys, but I need to destroy the Devourer in a big thing. That what us cross tower potentially. Get our first. I will be first. Sprint back down here again. Recruiting what animals we can on the way. Yes. Okay, so that's all iron, so I legit don't need that. Biome is coal in again. Meadows and such. Oh, not what I'm looking for here at the moment, but again, coal per minute at the very least from my tier 2 upgraded coal resource is very fine enough by me. A little bit of a roundabout path also doesn't hurt, since hopefully those pig ones on the way don't just find any of my firsts and snipe them out. But I think deploying this frost tower will be a big boon for me then. We'll just deploy that hopefully in the middle of just pig one territory. Have that start running interference for us as we continue steering our way upwards, I think would be the biggest thing. Because the range on it ain't big, it seems like, but any buff I can get in the fight here coming up. How do we take? Can we destroy these dastards while we're here, ladies and gentlemen, by the way? Thank you, you're very cool. Alright, again, skeletons are going to be the biggest backbone here. The fact that they will just keep attacking from behind for us. I'm going to say no to that. 30 supply. Get our first together. Do I need a small ramp for this? Probably. Alright. That down here. Here upwards if we can, people. And I want some Schizo towers right now at the moment.
The first has fallen.
So this actually isn't much here. But can I just like build it outwards like this, legitimately? Just start spawning a million skeletons, people. Oh, I'm actually out of lapis. Wait a second. That is a hilariously first world problem. To not be able to spawn any supply. No, no, this can't be. I'm out of lapis? Oh, I'm gonna have to stop the assault right here, right now, then. What I will do for my own sake, though, is build a well house right here, though. Let's do it. We gotta dig in here. That also means I need to go back to the village and get some lapis. Oops. I've legit never run out of lapis before. That is a weird problem to have. Oh, man. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do, people. To get our lapis back, we need to actually destroy some small outposts in the meantime. So we're going for this horde right over here. Wow, that's a weird problem to have. Legitimately, though. Alright, y'all. Come on, come on. Overworld mobs together. Horde mobs together. We're gonna split this for the portal.
They're not giving up yet.
So, we haven't really fully fought Horde of the Hunt before. But their whole gimmick is that they are just like a big mob of just enemies in general when it comes to. So, as opposed to the Horde of the Bastion who set up defensive castles and everything like that or so. Or Horde of the Spore, where they set up all their, what's his face? They're setting up all of their, island towers and everything like that. Horde of the Hunt just has a million structures like we do. And that is a challenge with them, of having to get through all of their enemies and everything like that or so in that case. Well, legit, I can just kind of stay here, help do damage to all the spawning big ones so I can check my first as they kind of go to town in this portal here. But I really need them to be able to destroy this in the meantime. Hope we can get some lapis for killing these people.
That portal won't last much longer.
That, or is there a way for me to get lapis from any of these melodies? Nope. Not at all, ladies and gentlemen. That's uniquely annoying, I'm not going to lie to you. But hey, this tier 1's about to fall down just due to the might of a 7 supply army, hilariously. I barely got anything to nearly Cruzmates from all that. Ay, this is a little bit of a problem. Let me just find an outpost or two? Maybe it can get some lapis from destroying those guys then? Oh, 14 lapis isn't anything to spawn anybody on at this point here. I didn't get the spawners and all, but otherwise I'm just kind of struggling. So unless hopefully the chest has something. But thank goodness First of Diorite is just spawning all the army supply that I ever need in the world. Thank you, First of Diorite. Very cool. Alright. I'm relying on you all. Because 20 lapis ain't much. That'll spawn me like 5 people. That's about it. Instead, yep, I just need y'all to just continue destroying things, please, if you could. Turtles! Join the army! They're not gonna join the army. Nope. I'm just gonna join the boys and just hitting things very hard then. Thanks for creation. Even like point golems take drops to spawn, don't they? Yes, 1 each. Not worth, not worth. Alright, destroy the spawner, please, y'all. I'm gonna check if the chest is anything good. 25 lapis and a gather away too. Hello. That actually is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, to have another gather away. As it stands here, 73 lapis is not gonna make my effort go well against what is a devourer. Okay. So destroyed a small thing there. Tried attacking the devourer. Realized I wasn't also recording because I made a little oopsie when it comes to it. Because, but since I'm out of lapis, it is just search party right now. Any mobs that I can fight when it comes to, or I might just be waiting for any chest reward then from the villagers in that case. I'm pretty good on all my other resources, but it's just freaking lapis, dude. Its toll, that's actually really decent, but not exactly what I would have needed out of that there. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen. I need y'all. No, no, no! What? Diorite! You cannot be in the lava! If you fall, this entire game plan is gonna be over. Because I cannot have you. Okay, no, that's not Diorite, that's Oak. Oak is in the lava. Oh, Oak. You beautiful, stupid bastard, you. Okay, idea. Oh, this is going on. I built a wellspring. And stream like the no man's land. And if I can, be wonderful. Have it be in between every single one of these pig one bases. Beautiful staging on my base. Gonna need a few defensible additions in this case here. Be beautiful. Yes, yes. Good base to have. They need to test something. Also, did this village get attacked? Why is it still smoking? Oh, you're fine. Lapis. Yes, 200 lapis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, where's the witch's hut here? That's what I need to find, where a witch hut is. Here's a witch hut. Take... Not worth it. Alright. Well, I have lapis to make the war effort go now. We're back here. Frost Tower's taking some poke, but not the worst in the world. I don't know why you're still burning First of Stone. First of Oak. Oh, sorry, spawn grindstones, not mossies. Oh well, that'll still keep the forces alive, that's what matters. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. What I need out of y'all is that we are going to start scaling upwards. We're going here next. Thank you. As we go, we will here on the way. I can't see anything in this lighting here. I'm gonna be real, Chief. So I'm relying on you boys. Keep doing your job. Frost Tower did its job too. I'm gonna be pretty happy about that. Please destroy this next voice. We got cheering up here. Perfect. That is actually so perfect. I can get my next skeleton and creeper spawners up. The skeletons laying waste from afar is hilarious. What do I need? Wait a second, they're just poking the man over there. I'm not gonna lie, that is absolutely funny. I do want to move forwards and attack him because I have the first here. I have my spawner and all. He just destroyed my entire supply. I will respawn my entire supply. And then some. I just saw him kind of grunting there right there, so I didn't know if he was doing anything. I thought he'd be at the very top defending his base, but no. Alright. Send the boys. Tell me about your great daring exploits later, and especially if any of you die. I got one shot by him. Okay. Okay then. Well, at least I'm respawning like literally right here at the well house. A little annoying though. Especially if he's gonna keep destroying my structures like this. So, simple solution. Build a quick wall. Let the birds keep trying to do their things. I need this mossy spawner. I'm not getting that mossy spawner. Alright, and then everybody keep charging this man. That's so much damage. Alright. I need a wall right here to defend real quick.
First has fallen.
Could I also get a redstone launcher, perhaps? The man's gonna be staying stationary. And this is how I want to destroy his ass. He's shooting my redstone launcher. He knows where the beef is.
The Devourer's getting desperate. Don't let up.
That's good. I'll also take back my tower here real quick. %. I mean, this is kind of a joke of a boss fight at Charizard. I'm just gonna slowly whittle him down. Soon enough. Soon enough. Oh, where'd he go? Move? Did the man actually move? What the heck? Okay, Chief. I have no idea where your fat ass moved to, but commendable. Alright, well, control some of these structures then, please. The wall spring doesn't have to be defended as much now. Hi, first. Let's keep moving, shall we, boys? I think we jump to one of the next islands then. If I'm assuming correctly on what you're to do then. We just gotta keep
You must defeat their leader
going.
before you destroy this portal.
The next area. Attack in the general direction here, boys. Next spawner afterwards. The spawners, for our sake. And you just saw a lot of boys just fall down, for instance. Now that we got them all back, having the low spring means that I'll constantly be getting my first bats, so I don't have to keep retreating back around. And slowly but surely, this is how our life will be taken. I need y'all to like start attacking that, please. Thank you. Very good. I think now would be a good time to actually move the redstone launcher up, though, too. My question is, can I board the ramp all the way up? Yes, I actually can. So in the meantime, while we're doing that, I'm gonna have the redstone launcher start attacking the fuck-ass fan. Those bombers are annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Just keep leapfrogging over people. Okay, there's the Devourer. He's moved to this island now. Nothing more to build right now at the moment. Then just prep the ramp for the Devourer. It's a skeleton backline is existing. On the first kind of like pummel and pedal and do their work is kind of great. Oh, we're fighting right next to a fuck-ass fan. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well in that case then we actually gotta get rid of everything nearby. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that then. For now though, try to destroy this fan, please. Thank you, very cool. Very, very cool. Thank you, thank you. Coolest thing in the world, for real, for real. I'm stuck. Let's throw the fan nets. Oh my god, I hate these fans, dude. I can't go up higher because of world limit. Okay, that's fine. 107 on Lapis. Zombie homestead being attacked tonight. That's a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie.
The first has fallen.
It'll be fine though, because first has fallen. Oh, boys, welcome back to the limelight. Thank you for using the wellspring. Oh, we're coming down. Round 2, bitch. While we're here, though, we might as well keep using the TNT cannon, right? So go ahead, attack that fan over there. I'll leave you to your work. Play this out for the meantime. That 3 actually have a clearing, though, is amazing. They can call back the boys. Getting some Lapis there, too, is actually really crucial, I'd say. Okay, that's the entire supply batch. Fountain is gone, actually. And now you guys can start attacking in earnest right there. Most of the boys dies on transit. It seems like I lost half that supply, but it's fine. And that's rush of creepers should be able to burst this stupid guy down. Hey, brother. Look at all of them. What an amazing attack cycle for those creepers. That's amazing!
The first has fallen.
Alright, down to 60 Lapis, but that's still fine. At this, man's about to not have a good time.
And the horde will crumble.
Alright, is he gonna jump again? Yes. Okay, now he's just straight in the center. Perfect. That's what I want. Alright. Throw this bridge. Not needed anymore. Throw these spawners. Not needed anymore. Plus I want my limit. I want my world limit. I already have the bridge that I need to get to you at anyways. And it's right next to a redstone launcher. Oh, you shouldn't have. Alright. Actually, go ahead and have the redstone launcher just kind of pummel him a little bit. Thank you, very cool. You absolute asshole. Thank you. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Good. Here we go. It's just gonna be skeletons and creepers to win the day once more, ladies and gentlemen. 25% health? Yes.
The first has fallen.
Okay, now I am about out of lapis, which does hurt a lot. But another TNT cannon use right on his ass. And I should be able to just have everybody rain on him. %. I am out of supply though. I need these first to really do what they can.
The first has fallen.
11%, he's almost dead. Please, please. Zombie Homestead's under attack, but they defended themselves. Great. Alright, last skeleton. That's the last of my lapis. Better make it count. But it seems like these skeletons should have this guy beaten down in just a moment here. Plus, I have a little bit more redstone. You destroyed my bridge. What if I just made a new one right behind you? Hey, Chief. Yes. Goodbye, stupid idiot. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I am so happy with that.
That was amazing! Fine work, my friend. Fine work indeed. I'm still in awe.
That the Horde of the Spores no more!
No. Others already fight to defend this world. You don't have to.
We cannot stop this. We must respect their choice.
That there.
Your actions
Few
have
hordes
inspired the
down.
villagers in a way we never anticipated. Please, see them through the wall.
Not all of the villagers have chosen this path, but the warriors who have can be found guarding their villages.
We have you see here, we now have villager warriors. The cause now in the overworld that we can potentially recruit, kind of like witches when it comes to it then. So now they can help out and see strong versus elite piglins. So we can use them at our villages or just also roving the world to be able to supplant our army, and they're pretty darn good units on their own, I've got to say. So with that, it's only Horde of the Hunt. The best faction, in my opinion. It feels like you really are fighting a war rather than just like teetering through. But then again, I feel like also because I know a bit of the tricks. It's like Bastion just is annoying to me. Spore, I still feel like it's actually set piece cinematics of you having to fight your way up. But Hunt, it is just a huge fight. Just so cool to me. Okay, you're not smoking any. Well, actually, no. Zombie Homestead still is smoking a little bit, so I'd be a bit wary in that. First, let us, again, keep getting our limits back. I do think is going to be the most important thing. Because keeping our build limit low, especially for having one more faction to deal with, is going to be important. Because I've already cleaned up a good bit around in Horde of the Bastion territory. There still is all of these here that if I can keep saving on my resources, I will gladly continue to do so. Not bad for us to die, right? Good to have you again. Putting a wolf screen as close as I can, honestly, is going to be just decently good in general, too. Good. Travel to this well house to check out the zombie homestead, see how well it defended overnight when I wasn't there. Because with how much I have been just building in general for these lads and lasses. Hello, spawners in the wild. I can get rid of you and save resources. Just being able to devote my time instead to helping to just destroying these hordes has been so much better. Especially since after those last incursions of how much I've absolutely propped up those villages and they've been able to defend and hold themselves. I can't be happier. Can't be happier. The zombie still has a lot of natural structures that I have nearby here. Yeah, no, I think with everything that I've built around the zombies, maybe besides an extra wall or two, I think they're gonna live, mate. Just a few holes in the natural defenses, but nothing too much to write home about. Alright. Let me use the restroom real quick. Maybe like 1 or 2 more bases, and then I'm calling it here for tonight. Alright, y'all. Last little bit tonight. So what?
The piglins plan
It's
to
gonna upgrade
fortify
itself
this base
tonight.
Stop them before they
How much time do I have daylight-wise? Half a day's worth. Alright, we're gonna travel to this well house instead then. So I'm not being afraid to just keep propping up well houses on the way. Now. But I'm thinking. I have the resources for it. I'm not afraid to spend since I'm maxed out on Prismarine. And the only thing that I really need to do is just stop the aggression of the piglins. Because the more I can stop these bases from being upgraded, the better, of course. And of course, on the way, if we can, we need to destroy all the bases as possible. A little bit more lapis is kind of very important. I'm gonna leave the boys to deal with things right here. You know, I want to sprint as close as I can and see how close I can put a thing then. A well house. I just want to keep it immediately out of the range of these enemies here. In case I think this is defensible enough. It's pretty close to the front lines, all things considered.
Looks like your big friend fell behind. Not to worry. Give them some time, and they'll meet you wherever the waters of the well flow.
Did the meteor just hit the well house? It just hit the well house. Okay, yeah, the well house is absolutely being attacked. Alright. Well, what if I just built a second well house right next to the original? Ow, 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 ow! Alright, what? 2 well houses. But safe enough. Alright, I have that now, so plan. Get our lapis from my villager chest. Destroy this outpost before we get to night.
Fight by your side.
They will soon learn it takes more than a weapon to make a warrior.
Good though. Good. Absolutely, I want to recruit these warriors to my cause. Thank you, sir. And we'll go into this well house number 1. I did not intend this to spawn on top. I hope y'all will find with a little bit of fall damage. Alright, this is only a tier 1 actually. So, we might have the original idea still on the menu here. Alright, 36. Alright, 6 more is what I meant. Alright, everybody. Should be more than enough. Now, as much as I enjoy the hunt, this is still only a tier 1. So while it's a tier 1 and before it upgrades itself, I'm just gonna bum rush.
They're not giving up yet.
I don't have to respect them yet at the moment here. Not yet. When we get to tier 2, tier 3 and such, I will start respecting the hunt. Until then, this is my playthrough. I'm doing how I want to do it, and these peepers are going to do it. That or the villagers also just might do it. The villagers. Yo, the peepers might not even get to blow it up. Hey, fine by me. That's 1 base gone. You want to build a new base somewhere. I don't want to deal with that. So we're just gonna keep shuttling along, ladies and gentlemen. Are you straight ahead, my friend? So, you're not gonna be straight ahead for so long. Yes, you are. And if it's another level 1 base again, I'm gonna be very happy about it. I'm so glad that the Horde of the Hunt was just attacking the villagers constantly, because I propped all the village defenses and they are self-sustainable now, whereas instead... Okay, now I actually have to go around and destroy the power pylons, which isn't necessarily the worst problem right now. But it's still doable. The pylon's just in the middle there. Oh, but we have a fuck-ass fan. Okay, okay. Well, let's actually build a bit of supply then. There are 3 favored units. I'll go to Mossy, also goes a long way. Alright, get going, get going, get going. We are moving, ladies and gentlemen. Pylon destroyed. Go, go, go. Fan nets, fan nets. Stay together, stay together. Destroy the fan. I'll get more reinforcements. We're gonna keep moving that netherrack up. Move that gear up. The thing I'm just not enjoying is how far I am from a well house. Now, granted, I could just spawn another well house right here, but I don't want to. I've already spawned so many. My building limit. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Fact is, I need this fan gone. I want this twink obliterated. Thank you. Now, sprint for the pylon! Go, my army, go! I'm gonna keep inching closer with all my cured netherrack. And the boys need to stay together. Destroy the pylon. Chill. Pylon down means that we can start attacking the portal, and this should be smooth enough sailing from here on. Ow! Ow! Oh, it took every burst of that. Ow, my bones. Everything hurts. Everything hurts so much. Oh, spawn yourself a mossy dome if you're about to die, Cruzy, but my creeper macro. Okay, no. I need these mossies to actually stay in the fight. If I die now, it actually would be disastrous since I am being obtuse and not spawning myself a wall house for no good reason other than I'm just lazy. My supply keeps dropping hilariously though, I am seeing. Means I can just keep spawning more creepers. Like legit, I could just like put a creeper spawner like right here instead of running back and forth, and I think that's gonna be more efficient.
You have almost done it. Keep fighting.
Yeah, this is gonna be hilariously efficient. Go boys! You can do it. I'll keep taking arrows so the spawner stays alive. Thank you boys! Thank you boys! Very cool! Very cool! That's peak. That's actually peak. And a few of the illagers actually like surviving the entire battle too. That's actually so goated. Oh, I'm having the bug again to where I can't go to the world map or anything. Alright. Well, I guess that's gonna be the signal to end the game for tonight, friends. 2 good hours when it comes to it, I will say. I'm very, very happy with the progress. Got through Horde of the Spore, 2 left in Horde of the Hunt, and then end game. And then I can maybe finish the game next stream then. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we are gonna call it there. Thank you for everybody coming back to me after a month of not streaming. Yeah. I know I've just been lazy enough when it comes to it, I would have to say. Just from not streaming too much, I guess. So just trying to get around to things again. But for now, wherever you are, wherever you may be, whether it's Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or more, it's been your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, everyone always at your service now. I'll see when I'm back. It might be Friday onwards, because Wednesday and Thursday are Ein's streaming nights, and then we'll just go on from there, y'all. Thank you for all the love now, friends, and have yourselves a wonderful night again. Oh yeah, sorry Crimson, you just missed the stream. We'll have to catch the next Minecraft Legends next time.